So let's start this ring design for this yellow sapphire. It's going to be a size 4.5. It's going to be bezel set, and the stone's going to have to touch the finger. So we're going to have to make a custom profile. First off, we're going to start with, we can do a bezel ring, and then change it, bezel ring, using the Rhino ring shank. And let's turn the ring shank off so you can't see it. And let's concentrate on what we have here at the bottom. We'll turn this off as well, this off as well, and we'll turn these on at the bottom here. Okay, let's start with, we're going to use the gemstones offset girdle curve, and we're going to use a emerald cut, and let's put in the dimensions. It's going to be 6.4 by 9.85 by 4.4 is fine. Offset girdle curve, it'll be a 0.5. Okay, let's see what the gemstone looks like. In proportion to our, let's turn this off, and let's come get a parameter here. Okay, there's the bezel. Let's get the gemstone. There's a gemstone. Now we're going to take our top view, and we're going to try to bring this out so it fits. Let's move it up. Turn off the grid snap. I would say that it's pretty close to what we have here. I'm trying to get the shape correct and proportions so that when we make the bezel, it comes out correctly. So as I bring this up and down, you can see that that's pretty correct. Let's lock that. Let's go to the side view. And bring that out here. So you see what we're trying to do? We're trying to adjust the shape. I think that's pretty close there. So technically, that's you can see how the girdle position is down low here. So we really need to change the profile of the girdle that's that we're going to use. We're going to use the main stone here, and we're going to draw we're going to grid snap on. We're going to draw the curve here. Now what we're going to do is we need that curve there. So we're going to rotate there. Rotate. Okay, so if we have this in the front, let's bring it in here. Okay, there we have the bezel. That follows the shape. B-rip. Okay, it is a closed B-rip. Perfect. And it should, let's go to top view, let's go here, let's bring this up. Got a bit of extra space here. And here, the alignment at the top and the bottom are incorrect, so we're going to have to make a custom curve. So let's do that here. Let's lock this, and we're going to create the custom curve from this gemstone. We're going to go like this, and we're going to have the grid snap on. Mirror. Mirror. Just delete that. Delete that. Take that curve and join them. Let's mirror them again. Take this curve and this curve and join them. So that better reflects the curve. Let's bring that gemstone curve into here. Set one curve there, and we're going to use this curve as the, okay, we want to use this curve, but we need to scale it up a little bit. So we're going to go scale, UV, take this curve and scale it 1 point. So let's see what that curve looks like. Okay, let's move this photo. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Now let's put this curve into here. And let's see. There's the gemstone. Okay, we need to flip the curve. Let's bake this again. Okay, there we go. We have the bezel now. Take this, move it up. Okay, that better reflects the what we need. Okay. Now we can lock this. And let's move on to the ring shank. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to hide this. And I'm going to bring this to the top. And now we have the ring at the top and the gemstone at the top. And it should be touching the finger pretty close. Now we can turn the shank on. And there we have the ring. Using the Rhino ring shank, we're going to open it slightly more because this ring is going to be in 22 karat. And we want the top wider, at least 2 millimeters. Actually 2.2 millimeters, because it's going to be in 22 karat, and 22 karat's pretty soft. And we're going to go, this is going to be roughly 2.5 millimeters tall, so this is going to be folded down over the gemstone. As you see, the girdle, it sits high here. So when I take this and set it up, I actually need to bring this down to about 2.3 because this top will be cut back and folded over because we got a very thick girdle on this gemstone here. So we can actually take the input curve, these 2 points, and lower them down. Let's see what happens at the top here. That should be about fine, because you can see the girdle sits lower on this particular ring. That saves some money in the 22 karat gold. So there's a simple bezel ring designed around the gemstone. So what happens, let's take a look at the bezel down here. And let's turn these off again. And this off again. And let's look at it from the front view. You can see in here where the bezel sits. Unlock, unlock, take the side view. Actually, we'll probably bring it up a little bit taller. So let's go back to this curve. Take this and bring it up. That should do the trick. Actually, let's bring this up a little more. Yeah. Okay, that's pretty good. Now we need to internalize these curves here. Let's internalize this curve. And we're going to internalize this curve here, the custom profile curve, as well. So that when we save this definition, those parts also get saved as well. There you go, custom bezel ring. We can change the shank. We can send this now to the client to take a look at. We can change the shank thickness and everything else later, or shank design. Thank you for watching. Just one final check before we go to print. We opened the side view and top view to get a very good close look at how the gemstone will sit in the bezel. And you can see here, this is the line of, let's use the AlgoJewels, let's use the crosshairs display. Where are they? Crosshairs. Show true. Okay, let's move these up in the Z here. You can see right about there. So when we zoom in, this is roughly where the gemstone will sit. So it will touch the finger and poke into the finger slightly. We usually get a little bit of shrinkage, So this should sit just about up a little bit. But the idea of this ring is this will be folded over here. And we got a 1/2 millimeter thickness of wall. And the stone it's got a thick girdle, which we've accounted for in here. Because right now when you follow that up even higher, there's the bottom of the girdle, there's the top of the girdle, right? But it's a bit of a wavy girdle in there. So right there's the bottom, there's the top. We got about 1.5 millimeters of gold that's going to fold over on top of the ring. So, and there's the top view. We got a bit of play around that. Okay, right now it looks rounded, which is fine. What's going to happen is this is going to be hammered over onto it, and then it'll be filed up square and straight. So this is more for casting purposes, right? And finishing it, this gets hammered over, cleaned up, and away we go. Thank you for watching.